I will say, I feel like I have been lacking in my super fan veteran status here for the Doctor Who episodes because, like, again, I feel like I can't spoil anything.
But, like, they need both.
I know, but I feel like I have to, because I want you to have everything feel fresh and surprising, and I want,
No, but it's the same thing, like, if we're reading a book, like, I've already finished it or gone ahead, I talk to you as if I'm right there with you with it.
It's so hard, though, because I do know what's going to happen. I don't have that
at the moment, boom, what were you thinking? What was your thoughts?
Yeah. I think I just need to pull out, like, some more fun facts or something.
Yeah.
Or, like, technical facts about
You gotta sound like,
episode.
I know my shit.
Yeah. Like, you're not just coming here to get me literally summarizing.
And then asking me questions.
And then asking
Season 2. Halfway through.
We're halfway, because this is what, season.
Yes.
Episode 6, right?
Yeah.
5,
5,
6, and
6,
7.
7. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, that's halfway.
Okay. So, do you have fun facts then? That you're gonna...
I will pull them.
No.
I do have a couple, actually, in my brain already. Oh. But I'll have some up here, too.
For these next...
Yeah.
Okay. I've been riding for Mickey since day one.
Nuh-uh.
I know.
Okay. So, if you're new here, why are you watching right now? I mean, I guess you could, but you should watch all of our episodes about Doctor Who and watching them, because my name is Kelcie, and I have seen Doctor Who a million bajillion times.
And I'm Bree. This is all new to me.
Short and sweet, love it.
Short and sweet. I was like, wrap it up.
Because by this point, it's brand new, right? Pretty much.
I think this is probably where I stopped when I was watching it.
That's so sad for you.
I was like, this shit's boring as fuck. No, I'm just kidding. I'm playing. Edit that out. Hurry.
Okay. Well, the last episodes that we watched were the school reunion, where we met
Miss Girl.
Yes.
Miss Margaret.
I
was saying Martha.
No, it's Sarah Jane Smith.
Sarah Jane Smith.
And then you had Mickey.
Mixter, yeah.
And they were at the school whenever.
And what's the robot guy?
Oh, yeah.
The dog.
Mr. Smith? No, that's...
Uh-oh, fake fan.
Well, no, Mr. Smith... K9 is the dog.
K9!
Mr. Smith, though, is in the Sarah Jane Adventures, which is a spin-off, where Sarah Jane Smith, it's a robot computer.
Wait, Sarah Jane Smith?
Yes.
And Mr.
Smith is her computer. And she has a son.
What do you mean?
Not with the robot.
But, like, I'm Sarah Jane Smith, my robot. You're Mr. Smith.
Yeah. Okay. And then we also watched The Girl in the Fireplace, which...
That one got me.
Mixed feelings.
In a good and bad way.
Yeah.
Kind of bad. But, like, dang, that got me.
So if you didn't watch last week's episode...
Yeah.
Again, what are you doing here? Go watch that.
Get on out of here, Buckster.
And then come back and watch this.
All right. What do we watch? What happened?
So, starting with the two-parter, starting with episode 5, Rise of the Cybermen.
These were good.
And this was directed by, I don't know how to say this person's name.
You can say
it. They have an AE. Is that just Gramey or Graham?
I'll say Graham.
Graham Harper. And it was written by Tom McRae. So, fun fact about these episodes here, this parallel universe episode, it was inspired by another...
Star Wars General Grievous.
No.
If you know Star Wars, sorry, the robots in here look just like General Grievous.
You did point that out. I've never seen Star Wars.
If you're... Can you add the pictures?
Brady can add the pictures.
Brady. See? They look just alike. Okay, sorry.
But it was inspired by another show or short story or something. Sorry, I don't know all the facts. But, yeah.
No, inspired by what? Wait a minute.
Let me look. I told you, I'm not totally.
So, if you guys didn't know, these two episodes were based on a short story about
An audio play.
An audio play.
Yeah,
play.
It was inspired by an audio play called Spare Parts. And Russell T Davies, who at this point is the head writer of Doctor Who, said that it was some of the finest drama ever written for any genre, in any medium, anywhere. And the author of Spare Parts, of that audio play, received a fee and was credited at the end of the episodes.
I love that.
Because they were like, you inspired. Not, like, just, they said it was just inspired.
Yeah.
But it didn't really seem that similar by the end. But they were still like, you inspired us, so we're going to credit you. And give you money.
Interesting. But I love that, though.
Yeah.
But also, what's an audio play?
I think it's similar to...
Like an audiobook where they just read the play?
Yeah.
But it's like, and someone walks in, he turns, Mary, like...
I don't know if they read the narration parts.
Right.
But
like, wouldn't it kind of be like an audiobook?
Yeah, I think it's a mix of that and like a podcast. And yeah, they have... So Doctor Who actually has a lot of different mediums that it's been translated into, and a lot of short stories have been made, and there are audio plays of Doctor Who episodes. So there's they have short stories that are written, they have books that are written, they have these audio plays that have been written.
Are these in addition? Like,
in addition.
So, like, we could see, like, a comic book or whatever.
They'd also have comic books, yep.
And it's like, Doctor and Rose, this is, like, something they actually did. And it's, like, canon. It's, like, you know?
Yes. So they have that. They, and they also have, like, translated actual episodes into, like, let's say, comic book form.
Yeah.
Brady and I had went to the dollar store the other day, and there was a Capaldi episode that was turned into a comic book.
Did you get it?
I almost got it, but then I didn't. I know. But I've actually I've never dived deep into any of those.
Yeah.
I did a little bit because when we get to 11 with Matt Smith and his companions, there is I guess you would call it an audio play. I don't know. It's like a missing scene almost. And there's a drawing animation, like kind of like, you know when people make a screenplay board? Like when... Yeah. It's like that. It looks like that.
Okay.
So like frames of a scene. And the actors are...
Oh, I've seen something like that before,
voiceover.
but not for this. Oh!
And it's so heartbreaking. And it's so good.
Oh!
It's so good.
And it's still like...
It's canon. Yeah. I believe. Don't quote me on it. But yes.
No,
that one I think is.
You're the biggest fan. I have to quote you on it.
I know. I'm such a fake fan.
Wait. Are we going to watch... Can we watch that? Listen to that? Whatever it is?
Yeah, we will. That's going to be later, though. Way later.
I know, but... Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, cute.
Anyways,
back to episode 5.
Rise of the Cybermen. So, here's what happened. A major problem with the TARDIS causes the Doctor, Rose, and Mickey to reach a parallel universe, with no way of getting back home for 24 hours. In the parallel universe, Rose's father, Pete, is still alive, and most of humanity wears ear pods that feed information directly into the wearer's brain. The ear pods are designed by John Lumick, who is trying to give them an upgrade, which will ultimately turn the humans into Cybermen. Though he has not received permission to do this, he has been abducting and converting numerous homeless people. Mickey is mistaken for his parallel universe self, Ricky, and is taken by Jake Simmons, a member of a gang called the Preachers, who are aware of the dangers of the ear pods. I love all your like movements.
Sorry.
Anyway, Cybermen begin attacking a birthday party at which the Doctor and Rose are posting as waiters. They, along with Pete, escape and run into Mickey and the Preachers, but the Cybermen close in on them. So,
first thing first.
First thing first.
Tell me why. The Doctor and Rose. No, remember the thing we did? And then you see Mickey standing there.
Oh.
Helen ran into this. And then the Doctor.
How long have you been holding that? Oh, for like the last
30 minutes, an hour, whatever.
29 minutes ago? Oh. And they're like, you forgot about me again?
I knew right here, nah, this is going to be an arc for Mickey. I could feel it.
Yeah.
Because, like, we've been seeing little pieces of that for way too long. And then you do and they want to laugh about it.
It is kind of funny, though. Just a little bit. I mean, no, it's not.
Anyways. What happens then?
So the TARDIS starts going crazy and crash lands.
Did they say why?
I don't think it's ever explained, but I'm
just went a little wonky.
Probably because he was holding it for so long, maybe. Mickey,
don't blame this on Mickey.
The doctor would.
He would. He would.
And so, yeah, they crash land, and the doctor's like, oh, we don't know what to expect out there, whatever. And Mickey goes out, and he's like, oh, it's Earth. The same year that we left. Like, it's our time. Wow.
Wow.
Everything's cool. And they're like, oh, and you have
Are those
blimps in your time? Huh? Which, we do have blimps.
But not like, those are like what they used before planes. What are they called? There's like a
blimp.
Yeah, but like in the Poppy Wars, they called them, like, those are the actual things.
I don't know. It's been a minute since I read Poppy Wars.
You need to fucking finish it.
I know, I need to still read the second and third one.
Both?
Yeah, I've only read the first one. Listen to the first one. I think I need to read them. I think that's my problem. Really good. I started listening to the second one.
Yeah.
And then I just felt like so confused because it was getting right into it. And I was like, did I miss something? But I know I didn't.
So you need to reread the first one. Or like the last half or like
I know what happened.
Oh, then just start reading the second one and like...
It just like felt very intense, very quick. And I just wasn't expecting that.
Anyways, they call them like a thing.
I thought it was just blimp.
Oh my god. It is blimp, but it's like...
Like for war, specifically?
This. They call it this.
Dirigible? Oh, like a dirigible plum.
What?
From Harry Potter.
Okay. Those. They see dirigibles. But we can call them blimps.
No, please, keep calling it by the other name.
It's okay. It's okay.
Wait, what was it again?
No, it's okay. So then they see blimps.
Uh-huh.
And then...
And Rose sees a poster or like a...
Animated ad
thing.
Yeah.
Of her dad, who's supposed to be dead in her world. And that's how they figure, oh yeah, we're in a parallel universe.
Yeah. 1, because he's alive, obviously. 2, that man's successful. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, but if that was you, well, maybe not you, but like...
I know why.
I know why. Okay, that was good. If that was your mom.
That was my mom. Uh-huh.
How would you feel? Would you want to go?
If it was my mom, yeah. If it was my dad, no.
Oh, good for him, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say, oh, that's cool.
Anyways.
Bye. Yep. Yeah, so
just...
if it was my mom,
yeah,
I would be, and if she were dead in my life, which she's not, and I'm not putting that out in the universe, please. I would want to like go find them. Would you?
I mean, well, okay, when you go find them, like talk to them and stuff, or just like see them?
I think it would start with like, I just want to see them. But then I feel like once you see them, you want to talk to them. You want to find like that comfort that you had. And
plus, like, are you like the mom parent I know? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Because at first I was like, I just want to see them, like, but then also if they're dead in my world, like, that's my mom, that's my parent. I want to go. All right.
And here's where we get a little bit. Who are we talking about first? We're talking about Rose.
Yeah.
And her dad.
Yeah.
But you know who was having the exact same thing happen to them right now? Is Mickey and his grandmother. And just like us, the doctor doesn't really care.
Yeah.
Not that we don't care.
But it's like, our main focus was Rose and her dad or whatever, yeah.
But Mickey is like, yeah, like, well, he doesn't say it, though, granted. At the time, he's like, well, I have stuff I can look for, whatever. And I have, you don't know me. It's always going to be her. Go after her. Like, you're never going to,
Yeah.
Which, that's rough.
But also, okay, they're both going to, like, see their undead relative. Okay? The doctor, like, he's not gonna, like, comfort you. Like,
yeah.
Like, you were the tag-along. Ooh.
The spare part. Ooh.
The dog. Ooh. I don't know. To me, I wouldn't get that. I mean, mind you, he's been playing, like, the butt of the joke or, like, the third wheel this entire time, so I get that. But, like, I don't know. If
you were in Mickey's shoes.
Yeah.
And I think Mickey does know, like...
But it's still like,
you're not going to go after me, so I can do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go do whatever the hell I want, because I'm not going to be the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
At this point anymore. Yeah, because they have 24 hours, because the doctor found this power cell that just needs to be charged up.
Yeah.
But they're like, 24 hours, don't get into trouble.
Yeah.
And what's the first thing that they go do?
Get in trouble.
Get in trouble. So Rose goes off and the doctor follows her. And Rose does talk about Mickey and what he's probably doing. Yeah. Which is going to see his grandmother. His grandmother's dead. She tripped on like
stairs, right?
Yeah, the carpet. The rugs on the stairs and fell and
deceased.
Yep. I was going to say passed away. Deceased seems... What do you think of, like, words like that? Like, dead, deceased, passed away. Are there more?
Killed.
I don't know.
What do I think? What do you mean?
I don't know, like...
It's, like, too harsh?
Yeah.
My bad, yeah.
Well, no, I'm just, like... Not that it is too harsh, it's just...
But, like, thinking that... But I can see, like, in certain scenarios, though. Not in, like, my joke right now.
Like, I'm going completely off topic here.
Please, I love that.
But, like, you know how, like, people say essay instead of actually saying it?
Yeah.
Or, like, saying, like... ard instead of the actual word or like stuff like that. Because like when it comes to someone who has
passed away,
gone to the farm. Like when people like talk about their animal pets.
Yeah, but like
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. Like what are you supposed to say?
They have gone into the light.
What if you don't believe in that? They've been rocketed into the void of the parallel universe.
Gone back into the circle of life.
What if I don't believe in life?
Girl! I don't know. They're dead.
We're all actually dead right now.
We're all actually dying.
We're all actually a simulation. I don't actually believe that.
Okay.
Just so, like, on the record. I'm also not a flat earther. On the record.
Get back to the topic at hand.
Okay. So before I get myself into more trouble. I've already talked about how I'm not religious and, like...
You hate God.
Who?
Well, that's going to be the...
the intro. They'd be like, how does this relate to Doctor Who?
And that's what's gonna get him in there.
Clickbaited ya.
So then we see
So,
these little AirPods.
yeah, which that's kind of crazy because I don't think AirPods were a thing at that point, obviously. Because
Right.
I didn't even say when this was. I usually say the date.
Yeah.
This was May 20th, 2006. No, May 13th, 2006 was the first broadcast.
Mm.
So 2006, there was no such thing as AirPods.
Could this be like one of those Simpson episodes? You know how they always predict the future? The future?
Yeah. Well, was there also like the not animated, electric billboards? Was that a thing in 2006?
No way.
No?
No
Because
way.
like we have that now. Like, at bus stops and stuff, they have that.
This is like a Simpson episode.
Guys, we're all going to become Cybermen. Which,
Are we all
I was just
already?
gonna say that. Because we are all, like, on our phones. And
Because they literally
AirPods.
When was this? They were like walking. This is this right here?
Yeah, they all stop
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
broadcast all the news, and then they all get, like, a little joke, and everyone does a little...
Yeah.
It is creepy. It's very dystopian.
But also a little too close for comfort.
Especially now.
Yeah.
And, like, this wasn't even a, hey, guys, this could be our future.
Yeah.
It was just parallel universe.
Yeah.
We are the parallel universe. How do you feel about that?
I don't feel a thing.
Me neither. And that's the point.
And that's
because
the point because of the Cybermen.
They don't have emotion. We just cracked the code.
That's the
That's the thumbnail.
Let's get back into our silly fun mood. Let's get away from the future. Let's get away from
too deep. We're getting too deep.
Too true.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Real quick. Okay. Do they keep those things on 24/7? No. We've seen them take them off, right?
no, I think they have them in 24/7. They can take them out, but I don't think they do.
Because it's kind of like a phone, like our phones, basically.
Yeah, like you always have them on your person. Yeah.
And then how they all stopped, like froze, is that obviously is like, whatever that technology is like freezing them while they transmit.
Probably.
Or is it kind of like the brain, like, I'm getting so much information, like I have to freeze to like...
Maybe that.
You know?
I don't think they ever explain that.
Yeah.
But I like that. That makes a lot of sense. You smarty.
Yeah.
Did you hear Parker snore?
Yeah. When I heard it, I was like, oh, uh-oh.
Like, Parker is
Sleepy boy.
snoozing.
He's gonna get a nose job soon.
He really does. He has like a deviated septum or something.
Okay.
So, Mickey goes off and he sees his grandmother is still alive. She's blind.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's like, Mickey, is that you?
No, he said,
Or Ricky. Ricky, is that you?
And he's like, yeah, it's me, Mickey, Grandma. And he's like getting emotional. And, he's like, oh. And she's like, Ricky, don't be playing with me.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll be Ricky. And then he sees the stairs. He's like, you got to get that fixed before you trip and fall. And I just love Mickey.
This hurts because like, this one's so, like, it works to be hit, like, his life. He could literally, boom, step right in.
Mm-hmm.
While Rose, she ain't got a Rose to, like...
fill in.
Yeah.
Although Mickey has the issue of his counterpart being there, which...
So 2 seconds later, after saying hi to Grandma, he gets taken.
He gets kidnapped by the preachers.
Yeah.
Who think that he is Ricky.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to point out, Ricky is what the 9th Doctor would misname Mickey. And I just love that little nod.
Because, like, I know it's not real, but, like, nah, because what if he actually knew Ricky and that's why he's getting them mixed up? Because they look alike, but, like, obviously they couldn't have ever crossed paths. But just,
Isn't that so fun? I love when they do that.
I love that.
So, yeah, so he gets taken, and we also see what's going on kind of behind the scenes in this parallel universe.
Like 3.
You have John Lumick, who is he's wheelchair bound, which, fun fact.
Oh!
The actor who was playing John Lumick actually broke his leg right before filming, and they were like, It's fine, though, because we don't have to rewrite anything because the character was always going to be in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So it's chill. It's fine.
Huh.
Yeah.
Things do work out.
Yeah. Also,
Okay.
another thing, I am pulling out all the stops today. The actor who plays John Lumick was Barty Crouch Sr. In Harry Potter. And David Tennant, who's playing the 10th Doctor, played his son, Barty Crouch Jr. in the 4th movie of Harry Potter, Goblet of Fire.
That was his son?
Yeah. They explain it better in the books, but yes, that is his son, who he sends to Azkaban because he was a Death Eater.
Oh, yes!
And then he's the one that's dressed as Mad-Eye Moody.
Yeah.
Taking the Apology Potion.
Because I was trying to picture Lumick, that guy actor, in his part in Harry Potter, and I was like, wait, what was his little storyline? What's his vibe? So I was like, wait, how did that... Got it. Oh!
Yeah. So they played father and son in that.
That's cute!
And then they're also in this together.
Oh, blast from the past.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to look at the dates, and I don't want to.
Maybe a blast from the past.
Either way, at some point, it's a blast from the past.
Yeah.
For them. Although I don't think they were ever on screen together in this, but I don't know.
No, yeah. No.
Because it was just his voice at that point.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So, Lumick. Talk to me about Lumick.
So, Lumick, he is like, I need to get approval from the president of Great Britain for my Cyberman. And they're not getting that approval. And his little sidekick is like, we've got to get the approval. And John Lumick is like, you know what? I don't give a fuck about this approval.
Right.
Let's go move ahead. And the sidekick guy's like, wow, you're so great.
Yeah.
Little do we know that later he's going to betray Lumick.
Yeah.
But we haven't gotten there yet. So.
But wait, they were getting approval for these little.
For Gemini. That's what it's called. Not for. He didn't say it was Cybermen.
No, but like. What. Like Great Britain approved this. Like we're trying to make something that's. Like, you know, like what did they need approval for?
Right. I also was wrong when I said Gemini.
That's fine.
That's fine. Cut that shit out. Say that again.
Okay. So Lumick needed approval from Great Britain to continue with their Cybermen.
Yeah, the plan to upgrade humanity.
Like, put humans in this. Like, he said that.
I think so. Yes. Because his intention is that the brain is, like, the part of the human that really matters.
Right.
That's where ideas come from.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He's dying. His body is dying. So he's like, I need to be able to put my brain into something that'll never die.
Yeah.
So that essentially I won't die.
Right.
So he's like, but he's not going to be the first to do it. He's got to test.
Right.
So that's the idea of the Cybermen is to put the brain in a metal casing.
Yeah.
To protect it and never die.
I will say props to him for not just carrying on, trying to do it very much under the covers, you know, like. No. But like I went to Great Britain to try to get approval. Like I'm out. Hey, I'm trying to do this.
He did.
He could have been like
always secretive.
Always, you know. So he's kind of a good guy.
And then he goes and steals homeless people by saying, "Hey, we have food and work and stuff for you guys. Come on in." And they get killed in the back of the truck to become Cybermen. So back with Mickey.
Yeah.
He's been taken by these guys, and they think he's Ricky. And he's just kind of like...
Yes. Connecting to this, taking the homeless men... The same guy, right?
Yes.
He was like filming them.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, don't go in there, bro. Da da da. He went in there. He filmed it.
Yeah, he didn't go inside.
But like, he was filming them being taken and da da da.
Yeah, because they're trying to spread awareness of what's happening.
Right.
And that's their little cause is this ragtime
vigilante
Exactly.
Thing. Yeah.
The writers thought of them as a Scooby-Doo gang with their van.
Oh, cute.
Another little fun fact. I'm never doing that again.
Fun fact.
I was trying to like do, I don't know what I was trying to do. Don't.
Do it again.
I'm not even saying anything.
Okay.
So, yeah. And then who comes in but Ricky saying, "Who the hell are you? I'm Ricky, and you're not."
But wouldn't they know right off the bat? I mean, mind you, they don't know about parallel universes, yada, yada, yada. Hello?
Like, you're not acting.
What is going on? What is this?
You'd also think that Jake, who is like...
Main man Jake.
Yeah, the spiky hair.
Yeah.
He should know because... Fun fact. The writers did intend to make Ricky and Jake a gay couple, but it got cut out. But it's insinuated, and I feel
felt that.
Yeah, you did. You said so.
Yeah.
So you'd think that he would know his man.
Wow. I guess you don't know anybody.
Guess you don't. Not in this crazy parallel world. I don't know.
Anyways,
sometimes I just say things
and
to say
you know
things.
What? Say things to say things.
I think I need a knot. I'm having trauma while I edit. What just happened?
It reminds me of Fleabag. When her sister tries to hug her, and she's like, boom, boom, boom. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I was trying to comfort you gently.
I
said, what the fuck are you doing?
I thought you were like, I don't know, like something was wrong. I'm like, what? What are we on?
I don't know.
It's late. It's been a minute. I don't even know what's going on right now.
So back to Mickey and Ricky.
Yeah, so they're like, "Are you my twin brother?" And he's like, "No."
It's like it's too identical.
Yeah. Which, how do you know?
Like, I know.
If
Like,
you're
identical twins are like identical.
I knew a couple twins. I don't know if any of them were identical though.
Let me see. I don't think I've ever known identical twins. I've known, what are they called?
Fraternal.
I know fraternal twins. But even still.
Yeah.
Do they have like the same tattoos and everything too?
I don't think so. I don't know if they had tattoos.
I remember some tattoos.
I didn't notice.
Because I remember he was like, you even have the I don't know. He was like pointing out like how identical they were.
Oh.
But I'm pretty sure they had tattoos.
I don't know. I missed that.
But like, damn. Mickey's consistent. You know?
Yeah.
I will also want to know. Mickey? Now he's looking good. And his shirt off. I was like, my man is looking good.
Yeah. They really said, you know what? If we're going to send off Mickey, we're going to do it right.
I was like, as you should. Anywho, sorry, let's get back to that.
I can't wait. I don't know if I should say this. Never mind. I'm not going to say anything. But if you know, you know. Nothing.
How about Ricky?
Ricky dies.
I know, but Mickey takes his place, so like he's Ricky.
The ninth doctor would like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, okay. So we also see Rose's mom and dad in this universe. Yeah. Her dad. What's her dad's name again? I know her mom's Jackie. What's her dad's name?
No, you know it. Pete. They're like rich as fuck.
Yeah, and they do not have a good relationship.
No. So that's pretty consistent.
Yeah, it was kind of sad though.
I know.
Because they never really got a chance.
I know. In
Rose's world.
Plus, like, damn, they did Jackie dirty in this parallel universe.
Yeah, Jackie was a bitch.
Yeah. She's very stuck up. What?
Jackie does have that little touch of bitch.
No, she has that touch of like little bougie.
And we love that in Rose's world because she does have the empathy and the humanity behind that to not be but she still has a touch
Plus,
that's
I think-
enduring.
I think she would have turned into that without Rose.
With a lot of money, too.
With a lot of money, too. Okay. Pretty good sister.
So we also find out they're calling Rose. And who comes out by a tiny little puppy? So they don't have a daughter in this universe.
No.
Which is fine.
But, like, dang. So Rose doesn't get to have that question of, like, should I kill her and switch?
Would you?
Now, I mean, mind you, have a doctor and, like, to go off, like, I would love that still.
Yeah.
But, like...
I just
I
want
don't
to go home to my real mom.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
like, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
Even if, like, they did have me.
Yeah. And plus, like, I know, like, in my world, you're dead and, like, I could have you, but, like, I don't know. Wouldn't feel right.
Would you want to meet your parallel universe you?
Hell yeah.
Like Ricky and Mickey?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Hell yeah. Cause I'm like, oh wait, I'm better than you.
And then your other side will go, no, I'm better than you.
And then we'll get to like this.
And then you'll kiss. Would you kiss yourself?
That's a good question.
I know. I think I'd be, like, I'd have the idea. I'd be like, should we? And I'd be like, I don't know, because I feel like it'd be like kissing a mirror. And that's just weird.
But also it's like, because we're both human, we're both physical. Doesn't it feel like, is this romantic? Is this weird?
And just when I'd be like a little peck.
Yeah. I'll do a little on the cheek.
Aw, that's cute.
Like, bye.
Aw. And then you kill them. Take their place. I love how brutal you are.
Thank you.
Even though I put that on you.
I just accepted it anyway.
Okay, let's get back to the episode.
Damn.
I'm just going on all sorts of tangents.
All right, so
So
the doctor and Rose sneak in. Wait, is this already sneaking in? To like see them already?
yeah, so it's Jackie's birthday.
Yeah.
And they're having this whole party. A bunch of important people are going. The president of Great Britain is going to the party because, again, Pete is very wealthy and has connections. And he also knows John Lumick.
Yeah.
And he even says, oh, thanks, John Lumick, for, the upgraded ear pods to my wife. Where we do see Jackie getting ready. And she does do like a pause, and you see John Lumick being like, get all the layouts and information of their house and, codes and whatever.
Which also kind of connects to our world, like how everyone's always scared about the security issue of like, people, what is it, like the government knows everything, that has all your information,
Yeah.
Anyways.
So another good little connection.
Okay.
So, yeah. And so the doctor and Rose find out, okay, this party's happening. Yeah, let's sneak in as like waiters to the party and just kind of look around, see what's up.
Yeah.
So they go. And why is Rose always so sus when it comes to her parents, though?
It's like every time, around her dad especially.
It does almost feel a little flirty.
A little flirty. Because, like, they don't know you.
Yeah.
You know what the situation is, but they don't. So the young woman is coming up like, I don't know, you know?
Like, oh, this is such a great party. Like,
yeah, like, you look really good. And
yeah. Like, your wife must be so happy. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
But apparently, whatever.
Right.
But he, just starts chatting with her, telling her things
But he seems like a
probably
really good
wouldn't.
guy.
He seems like a better guy in this.
Yeah.
For sure.
That was it.
And Rose even ends up going out to the balcony with Jackie.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to try to bring them together.
Yeah.
Like.
They're having problems in their marriage.
Yeah.
And,
She wants to be a little parent trap type shit.
Yeah. And it's cute because she starts saying, like, oh, well, do you want a cup of tea? Like, my mom always.
Yeah.
And
it's like, oh.
And Jack's like, oh, me too. Same.
But Rose gets a little too comfortable.
Yeah.
She says, I don't know, something about, like, the marriage. Like,
yeah, like,
it's rough for you.
You're just a servant or...
Yeah, and then Jackie goes off on her. Which, like, okay, if I'm a rich, important person, whatever, and not, like, in a... Not elitist. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Not in an elitist way. But, like, if this person who was just working here is like... Your marriage, it's not, I know it's bad, but it's gonna be okay. Like,
I would also be like a little offended.
Don't tell me about my business. You know, I'd be a little offended, but I wouldn't like be as harsh as Jackie was.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, time to go.
Let's not talk about that, please.
Yeah. But isn't it at this point then the like attack?
Yeah. So John Lumick is like, it's time to bring out the big guns. And so a bunch of Cybermen start marching on to the home of Jackie and Pete.
Yeah.
And they get in there and they're like, whoa, who are you? And they're like, you will be upgraded.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the president is like, no, we're not going to do that. And they're like, well then, you will be...
What did they say?
They don't say eliminated, do they?
No, it's like deleted.
Deleted.
Deleted?
Yeah. Eliminated is the Dalek thing to say.
Okay.
Do I tell you something? Yes. Okay. So at some point, you will see the Daleks and the Cybermen at the same time. And their interactions are really funny.
I already know that's going to be good. That's going to be good. Oh. Okay.
So, yeah. So they're being surrounded and then everyone starts screaming and they're like, we're going to upgrade you.
Yeah, so we started rounding them up.
So Pete, the Doctor, Rose, they escape. And Mickey and Ricky and that crew. Yeah. They're all kind of, whatever.
Yeah, which also is funny to find out. They're not even like, the way they were acting was like, yeah, we're this big vigilante group and we're on like
number one most
wanted, da 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 da, like we're some top notch shit. But it's just like,
yeah, for parking tickets.
It's just like your neighbors just gathered together and like made their own thing, But they were saying like we have a insider.
Gemini. That's where the Gemini came.
There we go. We have an insider with Lumick, with Lumick, right? We have like an insider with Lumick who's like, feeding us information, da da da. And turns out to be her dad. Petey.
Yeah, so I don't think we find that out in this episode. I think it's in the next one. At the very beginning. Because like this one, it's like they're surrounded. And the Doctor goes, okay, we, what is it called? Surrender. Mm-hmm. We surrender. And they're like, nope, you're gonna die. And the Doctor's like, no, just take us, be upgraded, whatever. Mm-hmm. And he's like, and he uses the power cell to blast them all.
Why does he have it?
Because he's recharging it. He's not gonna just let it.
Oh, because it's like on him that recharges it, right?
He's like, or something.
Oh, yeah.
Look, he's a powerful man. At least he didn't lick it.
Go ahead, don't get me started.
There's gonna be more of that.
I know.
So yeah.
Then it ends there.
I think so. Mm-hmm.
Because then it starts up and they're like running away.
Yep.
For this part, I'm enjoying it. This feels like an end of the world sci-fi adventure movie.
Yes.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I'm eating it up.
And it's a very important episode. Like this two-parter is so incredibly important. Just because it's like...
Because of Mickey?
Yeah. Like,
oh, really?
Well, I mean, kind of going into the next episode, you have Mickey, who ends up staying. And then you also have, like, Rose trying to connect with her dad, and her dad just kind of leaving. I mean, I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but, like, this is just so much happening.
That's true.
Like, for Rose's emotional, like...
Oh, and then... Wait, is it this one? No, it's in the next episode. Never mind.
Yeah, but... Okay. What would you rate it?
This one, I'm loving it. Eat it up. I love the Mickey-centric feel of it or whatever. I'm going to give this one a good 8.
I would say 8 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, I love Mickey.
Which
is crazy.
I know I talked about this before, but I used to not like Mickey. And I was just
like the whole time?
I mean, I was just, like, I liked him by, this point. Cool, But I wasn't like, oh my god, like he's a favorite character. Yeah. Not that I would still say.
But he's like.
But I do like him more and more.
Yeah.
The more I watch it, I'm like, I have a bigger appreciation for Mickey.
Yeah. I've been riding for Mickey since day one.
Nuh-uh.
I know.
I'm still on about that age gap.
Yeah. Ew. Hurry. Next episode. All right. Episode 2. Well, like the second part of our 2-parter, which is episode 6.
Called The Age of Steel.
The Age of Steel.
And it was again directed by Graham Harper.
Yes.
And written by Tom McRae. And this is the one that was broadcasted May 20th, 2006. The other one was May 13th.
Dang. I always forget, like, they don't wait a whole week for that.
I know. Nowadays.
Yeah, it's like streaming, so it's like drops.
Yeah.
Although
Silo. Some streaming platforms are choosing to do.
They are. Which I kind of don't like.
I know.
But also like, damn. All right.
I kind of like it, but I kind of don't.
Yeah.
That's a whole other topic.
Right.
So, what happened?
What happened?
Let me tell you.
Well.
Escaping from the Cybermen, the group go to Battersea... Escaping from the Cybermen,
yes.
The group go to Battersea Power Station, where Lumic uses a transmitter to control London's earpod-wearing population and send them to be converted into Cybermen. On the way, Ricky is killed by the Cybermen. The group splits into 3 smaller groups to stop the conversion. Eventually, Mrs. Moore is killed, and the Doctor, Rose, and Pete are captured by the Cybermen and taken to Lumic, who has become the Cyber Controller. Mickey and Jake disable the transmitter on the Zeppelin, freeing the humans who had not been converted. Mickey hacks Lumic's database to find the code to cancel every Cyberman's emotional inhibitor and sends it to Rose's phone. The Doctor plugs the phone into the computer systems, which changes the signal and sends the Cybermen into despair. They escape the exploding factory on the Zeppelin, and Pete cuts the ladder Lumic is climbing up, sending him to his death. Mickey decides to stay and help fix the parallel universe with Jake and take care of Ricky's grandmother, as he understands Rose prefers the Doctor. Wiki's calling it out.
That's a little crazy. That part's a little crazy. I mean, yes. But you're telling me he decided to stay because, like, well, Rose doesn't want me, so I'm going to stay here. No. Ricky made a decision for himself. This was his growth as a person. Don't look at me like that. He finally was like, Rose isn't the definition of my life. I'm the, what is it called? I'm
the master of my own life.
That's it! I'm the master of my own life.
I wasn't sure if that was it.
It felt right, though.
It did.
They're like, no, it's none of that. Anyways,
please tell us. Correct us.
Okay, so starting off strong.
Yeah, so the Doctor incinerates the Cybermen around him, and they all escape into the van.
Yeah, so the van, gotcha.
With Pete, and that's when they find out, oh, Pete is Gemini, because he's like, tells them, you know.
No, I'm the one that was giving out the information, because they were like, whoa, you work with Lumic?
Right.
So, whoa, we're working together.
Which is very interesting to me.
What do you mean?
Let me tell you. Because in Rose's world, the Pete that we knew, even though it was for a very short time, he would not seem the person to help a rebellion, to stand up against something,
Sure wouldn't.
to put himself in danger.
Pretty selfish in that.
So it's interesting that this parallel universe version of him would do that. You know what I mean?
That is interesting. Because, like, in the other one, he was kind of deadbeat dad. But, like, baby was, baby was a baby. Rose was a baby. Always up and coming, but not really. All the different things. Okay. Here, didn't have Rose at all. Wife was very... But I'm not sure, like, what... Because I'm trying to say, like, I can see how Jackie didn't become parallel universe Jackie because of, like, Rose, basically. But how did he not become... Mind you, I know he's, like, lived longer. But, like, how did he not become selfish, yada, yada, yada?
Right.
Like, what was his...
Yeah, because even when we did meet Rose's dad, and she was, like... telling him, like, oh, you used to take us to picnics every whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, that's not me. I would never do that.
Yeah.
So, it's interesting that even him in Rose's world has that self-awareness of, like, I'm not a go-getter. I'm not a that kind of person. But in this world, he very much is.
Yeah. Do you think, sorry, now that we're talking about, like, comparing both of them, Ricky, do you think Mickey would have been like Ricky if he didn't have Rose?
I think so, because I was going to bring that up, because Mickey, we're already seeing his arc develop here, where he is becoming kind of a badass, you know, cracking codes.
Plus, he is a good hacker and everything.
Exactly. And so Ricky, we don't know his skill set, but that doesn't really matter. Like, he's just being the good guy.
Also can see the Mickey in Ricky when he's like, I am the, FBI's most wanted for your parking tickets. I feel like that would be a Mickey thing as well for him to say, or like, try to, puff up, whatever.
Totally.
Damn, I wish he'd seen a parallel universe Rose.
Right? What do you think that she would be like?
Complete opposite of who she is. I think she'd be like Jackie.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like kind of the rich,
snubby, just, spoiled brat.
Yeah. Yikes. Well, thank God.
Thank God it was just a dog.
It was just a dog. Spoiled dog.
Damn. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, in the van.
Oh, they're called Zeppelins.
Zeppelins! That's it! Zeppelin!
What was the word that? Dirigible?
Dirigible.
Is it a hard G? The G?
Dirigible.
I thought it was J.
I was giving J. It was giving J.
Because whenever I read it in Harry Potter, I think dirigible.
It's in Harry Potter?
That's what I was saying at the beginning.
Really?
The dirigible plums.
Oh.
Maybe it is a hard G.
G?
Yeah.
Dirigible? Dirigible. I say J, like a J.
I don't know now.
It's probably not right.
What is it? Tell us.
But Zeppelin!
Zeppelin!
Yes,
yeah,
that's it.
That's it.
Okay.
So, John Lumick, he's like, yep, okay, we're gonna activate everybody's ear pods. We're gonna get them all to walk to us so that we can convert them into Cybermen because we have control of their brains pretty much because of their ear pods.
Question. Sorry, I want to make all of them into the robot things.
Yes.
Why couldn't they have emotions?
Well, we find out later that if they did have emotions, knowing that they are in these metal bodies.
Yes. I mean, yes. But, like, did he already know that? Like,
he probably was doing tests. If he was taking homeless people and converting them, he was probably...
like, oh, they end up, like, dying of despair. Got you. Okay.
So, yeah. So they are being taken, and that includes Jackie. Yeah. Which he wants to go save his woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, we gotta go. And Rose's like, yeah, we have to go. And he's like, why do you care so much?
Right.
She's like, I just do. Lil says.
Like, okay. My wife, I'm married. Right.
And in the meantime, Mickey and Ricky, they're running from Cybermen.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to really know who's who at this point.
Yeah.
And so one of them gets stuck behind a fence, and the other one's on the other side of the fence, watching as the Cybermen kill an Icky.
Ooh.
Because you don't.
Wait, no, yeah.
Because you don't know if it's the R or the M. Okay. I thought it'd be cute.
No, it was cute.
Never mind. This is what happened. I say something in my brain. I'm like, oh, that's good.
Like, no.
That's funny.
I'm gonna eat with this one.
That's cute. And then I say it, and then I watch it back later. Oh, I'm like, ooh.
Let's delete that.
I'm cringy as fuck.
That's fine.
And that's fine. And you know what? I'm gonna be my true self. Maybe.
I will say in this moment, I called it. Before this moment. I was like, no. I feel like from the minute the episode started, I can't remember. I feel like, I was like, no, they're doing too much on Mickey right now. This is going to be his arc. He's going to leave. And then we came to a parallel universe. Saw the parallel, Ricky. I was like, nah. He's going to end up taking his place.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very, what is it? Like...
Obvious?
Obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but don't try to take away my win.
No, you totally called it, though. That was so good.
Thank you.
You're so good at that.
Thank you. Anywho. Yeah. So then Ricky, Mickey, whoever starts running back.
And they're like, which one are you? And then he talks to Rose and she's like, oh, Mickey, that's you, right? And then, yeah, it's Mickey. And he's like, I'm sorry to Jake. Which is so sad because that's his man.
Yeah.
That's his boyfriend. Even though Rose, sorry, that's not your boyfriend anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's still a connection, of course.
Yeah,
but
right.
yeah.
That's so sad.
It's really sad.
Okay.
So Pete and Rose, they decide, okay, we're going to put the fake earpods in. We're going to sneak into the factory. And we're going to go save Jackie.
Yeah.
And they're like, the doctor's warning them, like, you have to show no emotion at all. Like, this is so dangerous. They
will get you. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, we got it. Chill. So they sneak in. And they're like waiting in line with a bunch of all these other people. Wait. Yes.
Them two go to sneak in. Ricky and Jake. No. Before we get to that. The doctor and Miss Girl. What's her name?
Miss Moore.
Miss Moore. Them two are like, okay, we're going to go. What are they? I know they go down, but like, what were they doing?
Yeah, so they sneak down because they're...
I know.
I can't remember exactly why.
No, because them two...
they're trying to find Lumic.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so them two are like, let's go find Lumic. Me and you are on a team. Then Jake goes, all right, but y'all are going to need an escape plan. I don't know. Something he was doing something. Yeah. And it was kind of just Mickey just standing there like, oh.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to be the spare part anymore.
Exactly. So he's like, I'm going with you, Jake. So the three. Also on note, this is what I love.
What do you love?
This is the same thing, in a way. Like remember that episode where it was, oh my God. I love it. My man. My man.
Yes. Captain Jack Harkness.
Captain
You knew
Jack
it.
Harkness.
You knew it.
When he was there, and Rose, and the doctor, and Mickey, and there was all like a little family kind of vibe. Same thing here, in a way, where it's like, we're all gonna come together. We all gonna set a plan. Like, it's a movie. Yeah. It's like a spy movie.
Well, I think what I also really love about this two-parter is it doesn't seem to be so focused on the doctor saving the day.
Yes.
It's other people. Like, it's like, we all are part of a team.
Like, we're all equal in this, for real.
And I like that.
We actually have, Pete's there, and the vigilante, rebellion, then they have the doctor. Like, the teams are coming together.
Absolutely.
And they're, like, spreading apart. Just does something to my brain, and I love it. Okay.
So.
Now.
My favorite, though, is with the doctor and Mrs. Moore.
Really?
When they're sneaking, so they're sneaking in, and there's these empty shells, is what they believe, of Cybermen. Yeah. And they're walking along, and the doctor, he's trying to, talk. He's like, so, is there a Mr. Moore? And she's like, well... Yes, but also that's not my real name. But I have a husband and I have kids, but I had to leave because I used to work for Lumic and I saw something I shouldn't have seen. And so I had to go on the run. So we kind of get her story a little bit, which is really kind of heartbreaking. And I believe she tells him her real name.
Yeah, she does.
I can't remember what it is though. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
And... as they're walking along, they come across a Cyberman. And the doctor is able to find this switch, this inhibitor switch, and they click it. And they discover that that's what it is. And the Cyberman is just like lying on the ground saying like, oh, he can't see me. He can't see me. And they're like, what? He's like my wedding. Like, it's bad to see the bride before the wedding or something like that. And so they're like, oh, you're a woman. And she's like, it's, it just breaks my heart. Yes. This part. Because you really get the reality of what's happened. All of these people, this person it was the night before her wedding. Why,
and now look at her.
And now she has turned into a metal...
robot slave
thing.
Yeah. Wasn't like her husband or whoever she was getting married to, they could be one of them as well, or they don't know where she went. They don't know what's happened to her right before the wedding. And it's, because it shows like all these other robots, they were all people who had their own lives.
Mm-hmm. And so then, as they're talking to the Cyberman, another Cyberman comes up from behind and kills Mrs. Moore. Which is just, again, heartbreaking because I wasn't expecting that when I had first watched it.
No.
Because it's like, you're so focused here and we just got her backstory.
Yeah.
And like, oh, we're going to get to know her
more. You
more.
don't see like another death coming or,
Yep. Which again is just, I love these episodes.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very powerful.
Yeah. Because I know later he's like, I know it's kind of jumping ahead, but he's like, whatever her name was, Mrs. Moore, look her up, tell her family, her husband, kids, who she was, what she did. Like,
and that's what I love about the Doctor.
Yeah. I love that. Okay.
And so the Cybermen take the Doctor to Lumic.
Yeah.
And by this point, Lumic has been betrayed by his assistant guy, who's like, yeah, I actually was going to kill you the whole time. But obviously,
yeah,
he unplugs Lumic from his machine that's keeping him alive.
Yeah, because like, oh, you're dying.
Yeah.
The only way to save you is to put you in one of them.
And so Cybermen kill the assistant, and they're like, yep, okay, you're going to be upgraded. And he's like, I'm not ready yet. And they're like, well,
this is what you wanted.
Yep. So they upgrade him to Cyber Controller. And so the Doctor's saying to him.
Question, hold on, wait. The Lumic, okay. Obviously, he wanted to be one of those robots, kind of, yes. But the assistant, like, forced that on him.
I think he was just trying to kill Lumic.
Who's like the main robot guy later then? Is that Lumic?
That is Lumic. His brain has now been put into.
But isn't that what he wanted?
Yes, but not at that point. He wasn't ready yet.
And then why the assistant? I mean, yes, to kill him, but like, why?
To stop this from happening.
Oh, because he didn't want the whole robot thing to happen.
Yeah, that's what I got out of it.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, guys.
So, Doctor's being taken to the now Cyberman version of Lumic. In the meantime, since we got all these stories going on.
Yeah.
We've got Rose and Pete, who are in the line, and they get discovered. And they're like, well, you're going to be taken to John Lumic as well. And they're like, okay, but what about Jackie? And the Cyberman steps out and says, Jackie Tyler? I was Jackie Tyler. So we learn that she's been upgraded.
Is that the point where she's like, you look familiar? Isn't it like that? Like, I know you? Like, doesn't Jackie, like, say that to Pete? Or, like, I remember you, or I know you, or, like...
No, I think they were just saying Jackie Tyler, and she stepped down and was just like, I was Jackie Tyler. Like, because it's very factual,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember.
There's like you look familiar, or you're familiar. Like, there's something like that. Like, are you da-da-da?
Oh, I don't...
Either way. I was Jackie Tyler. Stop! They got her. Like, she wasn't the greatest person in that universe, but like, that was Jackie.
They're still a human being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no way to save her now. Like that, yeah.
Yeah, because their body is dead. It's just their brain at this point.
Oh, that is so sad. Because, like, for her now, she's like, oh, I've lost my dad, and I kind of lost my mom.
So now Rose, Pete, and the Doctor are with Lumic. And and Mickey and Jake are in this control room. They sneak in, and they, are able to...
Yeah.
That whole thing.
Yeah.
And... yeah, they're in the surveillance room or whatever.
Yeah. Because I know they see him on the TV or see the Doctor and them on the TV or something.
Yeah. And so the Doctor's doing the Doctor thing.
A little, what is it, monologue?
Yeah, monologuing, trying to... I swear he just talks so that his brain can, think up a plan.
Yes.
Like, I need to distract them here.
Yeah, while I work on this. Yeah.
So he's just talking to talk. And then, he's like, oh, if you're any idiot could, put in code da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And, that would help us out. Any idiot.
Yeah.
And, just referencing to Mickey.
So, he saw like, oh, camera's on. I know they're there. Idiot. Wait, he calls me the idiot. That's me.
So I love that.
And he gives him the code. Was it like something but 4, 6? Like he's like telling him what the code is or something like that?
Yeah, and so then he's like, and all I need is a phone or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they,
And then text it to her. I don't know what the thing is.
And so then they're able to cause the inhibitor thing to fail on all the Cybermen. Which, I mean, like, what do you do in that scenario? Because it's like there is no saving Cybermen at that point.
Yeah.
Once
like,
they have been converted.
That's kind of cruel.
But yeah. Like, you just allow them to see what they've become to kill themselves. To make them kill themselves.
Mm-hmm. And they literally, like, die of a broken heart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I know that there maybe wasn't another way at that point.
Yeah.
But
like, that's crazy.
Another thing that keeps popping up in Doctor Who is this moral standpoint of what, I know. What do you do?
Because, like, you can't have them be what they are going into the world and,
converting everybody else.
Upgrading everybody else, yeah. And it's like, I know there's a way for them to, like, self-destruct.
Yeah.
But, oh my god, the, like, cruelty in that.
Mm-hmm. But no one comments on it at all.
Yeah.
Like, I think Jake might have said something. But, like, Rose, Mickey, the Doctor, like, this is what they're used to at this point, which is
kind of crazy. Desensitized.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So they escape to the roof where Mickey and Jake are waiting with a Zeppelin. Which Jake didn't want to wait because the factory's on like fire blowing up.
He's
and Jake's like,
we gotta go.
And Mickey said, no, I'm not leaving Rose. He's there for his girl even
at the end.
Even when she's not his girl.
That's the loyalty.
That's the loyalty. He would be Gryffindor.
Gryffindor?
Yeah. Because he's also brave. And loyal.
But he's like Hufflepuff.
Yeah, see, this is where that whole thing gets all messy. But I feel like his bravery and like his arc.
Dang, so you think from the beginning he was actually Gryffindor?
Yeah, like a Neville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his loyalty was real strong though.
Yeah, yes. But Gryffindors are also known for loyalty, so I don't know. Again,
anyways,
they overlap. Whole other thing. And so they're like climbing up the thing, and then there's the Cyberman controller, Lumic. What do we do? Here, take the Sonic and
cut the ladder.
Cut the ladder.
Bink. And then he starts falling.
Save the day, and then yeah. And so then, my favorite part again, another favorite part.
Mm-hmm.
They're all on the ground, and everyone's saying goodbye to each other. And the doctor has said, tell everyone about Mrs. Moore, her real name, her father,
her family, and the husband,
and Mickey.
No, we can't get to that yet.
Wait, what do you want to talk about first?
Go to Rose first. Remember her dad? He's like, I'm your daughter.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so, because he's like, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
He really is like, I don't want to know.
But before that, he's like, does he figure it out? Or he's like, how do you know?
I think he figured it out, but he didn't want to, go there.
You guys know about all these things, And she's like, yeah, I'm from a parallel universe.
Yeah, can you imagine there's another Jackie out there still alive? And he's like, no. It wouldn't be my Jackie.
And he's like, I'm your...
And he's like, nope.
He's like,
no.
And then literally walks away.
Literally walks away. Which, how heartbreaking for Rose.
But also, I get it for him, though.
I do, too.
Because, like, one, you're telling me, my wife, who I love, there's no one out there who I can't be with. Two, I have a daughter, you're my, no, because you can't be my daughter.
Because he didn't have a daughter.
Yeah, I could see him to be like, no.
Too much. He also just lost his wife.
Yeah.
He also just probably lost a bunch of friends. Mm-hmm. The president of Great Britain's dead.
Yeah. Didn't even know anything about time travel, alien thingies, whatever, until all this.
So it's a lot of stuff that you're going through at
Plus,
that point.
if Someone comes and is like, I'm your child. No. Because, like, you're telling me I had a kid, but it wasn't me, but you are my kid, but I missed your entire childhood. But, like, you're not my kid, but you're my kid. Like,
It's like, it feels like identical twins. Like, if the dad died and they're like, oh, okay, well, you look just like him.
yeah.
It's literally just looks at that point.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you did not, it wasn't his sperm.
Plus, like, can't deal with it. But dang, for Rose, especially the one she lost in her world, is like, no.
Rejected.
Oh. Would you have told them? I mean, I know they kind of had the idea, but, like, would you have told your mom or your, like, would you tell them, I'm your daughter or whatever?
Yeah, I probably would. Because in her brain, I think she's like, oh, well, Pete's dead in my world and now Jackie's dead in his world. Maybe I can have my parents be together in this weird...
You think she's trying to bring them back?
Yeah, because her thing was, there is another Jackie. That was her whole, hey, look, she's alive in my world. You guys could be together.
Oh, poor Rose. Rose.
Yeah.
Would you try to do that?
Well,
in a perfect world?
I don't know. It's hard.
I know.
To, like, be in that.
I think I wouldn't. Like, even if I'm in, like, a whole different, and, like, all that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, because I don't know you.
Right.
You're not.
You're not my dad.
You're not my dad. Yeah. I don't think I would have told him.
At all? I probably would have told them. But I don't know what I would try to get out of it. I don't know. Maybe I would then.
But also, like, kind of bothers me because, like, I like to know everything. It's like my curiosity would kill me. Even though I'm the one that knows, I'd be like, dang, they'll just never know? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I want to give them the option or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, so if you had a daughter and another, like, would you want to know?
Would you want to know? And then, right after that, we get another bomb over here from Mr. Mickey.
I'm
staying. And Rose's like, what? Like, literally, no, you can't. No. And, again, he's like, breaks down a little. He's like, my grandma, she's alive. And she's like, she's alive. He's like, I'm going to take care of her. Like, and like, I gotta, help them. Ricky's not here anymore. Like, I gotta step in.
Because one, in his actual life, he didn't really have a path yet. He didn't have, like, a purpose yet. He was just waiting on Rose.
Yeah.
And then here, like, now I can actually do real change. I can be my own person, go out and save the world type thing, and have my grandma, who I already have guilt because I'm the one that didn't fix her rug, and that's how she passed, like...
Yeah. He's like, almost like a do-over in a way.
Yeah. I'm so proud of him, though. I was so happy for him.
Me too.
Like, dang. To say, like, once we leave, we have to, like, patch up that hole so we can never,
ever, ever come back.
Yeah. Like, they won't even be in the same realities.
Isn't that, like, the worst?
That's crazy. Especially, like, the doctor, you can time travel, you can do this, do that. Like, no. But, like, in this universe right here, we can do that.
Yeah. It's like this bubble. You can't touch now.
Yeah.
Or, like, it just breaks.
Accident.
It breaks reality.
We have to,
Yeah. Ugh.
That's crazy.
So she'll never see Mickey again.
She can't even have to feel like, at least he's out. I mean, yes, like, he's out there, but, like, not in your universe. Not in your...
She'll never know what happened to him. She'll never know if he dies. She'll never know that.
But she didn't even care, though. I mean, she cared in the moment, but, like, girl.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy for him, though.
Yeah, but...
Thank God.
Just Rose, girl.
Thank God.
And then I just...
But dang, rejection after rejection.
Yeah. And then, like, they go into the TARDIS, and then, like, them going home to see Jackie, and just Rose crying, just goes, like, she needs her mom. Mm-hmm. And, like, her mom doesn't even know what's happened yet, but she's just like, what, Rose? Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like,
because, like, that's a lot to go through.
Yeah.
you found out your dad's alive, who was dead, he's successful, and then he's actually with, you know, Jackie, but then we lost Jackie, and then we lost Mickey, and I'll never, like...
Mm-hmm. Like, she's, like, essentially saw her mom die.
Yeah.
And she's lost her childhood best friend, boyfriend, she'll never see again.
Mm-hmm.
Her dad has rejected her.
Yeah.
And now she comes home and, I mean, thank God Jackie is alive.
Yeah.
But still. And then she has to
come back to being like, my dad's dead in this world, you know?
Yeah. And again, never going to see my best friend, ex-boyfriend ever again.
Oh my God. Okay, would you stay in an alternate reality if it like literally the whole, just you perfectly could just fit in?
I think it would depend, like, you know, because...
it's everything you want.
Again, like... Would Brady be there? Would he be the same Brady?
It would be Brady, but it wouldn't be that Brady.
Oh no, I couldn't do that. I love my Brady.
What if he's like nearly the same?
No.
I know I couldn't. I wouldn't.
Also, like, there's no replacing you. I am the parallel universe you.
I took her.
Yeah, she didn't actually kill herself in the parallel world. She brought
her back. That's crazy.
But I do love we get the little quippy Mickey. Oh, I didn't...
Quippy Mickey?
I didn't even mean to do that one. But he goes, hey, Jake, you're going to want to see this. As the TARDIS goes. Oh, that was fun.
I wish there was a spinoff with them, too.
I know!
That was literally perfect. It could have just been a couple episodes, a cute little mini-series, like, one episode. Like, just them two.
That would have been cute. I wonder if they did do some sort of, like...
They had the idea
written
for
stories, like, or, you know, like the other forums of...
Yeah. We gotta look because...
I know.
They had such great chemistry, like, and then seeing them trying to, you know, solve mysteries or you know, I would love that.
Yeah.
This one, what do I rate it, you ask?
What do you rate it?
This is a good one.
It was really good.
Dare I say? No. 8.5. 8.5.
I'd probably agree. It's just hard because it's like I do know all the other episodes.
I know.
And it's like I can't give a 10 out of 10 quite yet.
Oh, no.
Because
of the...
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was really good. Another little fun thing. So, Noel Clark? The actor who plays Mickey.
Gotcha.
He said that Mickey phones Rose and says, I'm coming to get you. When, like, you know, the factory's blowing up and all that. Which is a nod to the 9th Doctor's words at the climax of Bad Wolf.
She says that? What's the nod? What's the nod part? Like, to this scene? What is that?
They say the same thing. I'm coming to get you.
Mickey says that to her? Like, it's like literally like that?
Yeah, so Mickey says that to her on the phone when the factory is blowing up.
Yeah.
He says, I'm coming to get you. Yeah. And the 9th Doctor said that to Rose.
Oh.
When she's on the Dalek ship.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yes,
like,
yes.
I'm coming to get you. Yeah.
Yeah. Aww.
Just a fun little thing that I found.
Fun little fun fact.
Fun little fun fact.
All right.
But, yeah.
That was good. Yeah. That's probably... Because I can't remember clearly. But like, I think that's probably my favorite two-parter so far.
I would agree.
Yeah. I mean, I have to go back and see, but I'm pretty sure, like, that was my favorite two-parter.
Other than finale for season 1. Because I love... Just because we get Bad Wolf.
That kind of pissed me off, though. So.
I know. Shut up. All right. The last episode that we watched was not my favorite. Especially being the follow-up to this huge thing. But also, it's like, how do you follow that up?
Yeah.
So, you know, I get it. Take a little bit of a lighter note. We just lost Mickey. Let's cheer.
But damn, not that light. Well, was it light? But like, they just walk off.
I mean, it's like, it gives more of like that silly, fun, goofy.
And we have to say, like, it's been some time.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, tell me about it.
So, episode 7, The Idiot's Lantern. It was directed by Euros Lyn and written by Mark Gatiss, and it premiered May 27th, 2006. So, the Doctor and Rose land in London in 1953 on the day before Queen Elizabeth II's coronation. The Doctor befriends teenager Tommy Connolly, whose grandmother is hidden because she lacks any facial features and has no brain activity, a phenomenon that is common with those who have purchased television sets sold cheap for the coronation from Magpie Electronicals, owned by Mr. Magpie. Rose, investigating the shop, finds that Mr. Magpie is under the influence of an entity known as the Wire, a fugitive who has converted herself to an electrical form and is using the televisions and intends to use the upcoming coronation to consume enough minds to rebuild its body. She takes Rose's face as well. In discovery of this, the Doctor is outraged and foils the Wire's plan with a device he creates. And those whose minds and faces were consumed are returned, and London can safely watch the coronation.
I will say, 1950s. Looking at Rose, because she was wearing like bright pink and the poodle skirt or whatever.
So cute, though.
No, I love it. Like 1950s. And then we go to London or wherever they're at. Yeah. And they're like 1950s. And it's like, oh yeah, that's 1950s. But the two don't look like they go together.
I mean, she's wearing a costume, and I think that's the point, is to make her look a little out of place. So she doesn't blend in too much.
Okay.
I love that the Doctor, all he does is just... his little hair is all, like, Elvis-ified.
Yeah. That was good.
But I love their little, like, quips of, all right, daddy-o.
Yeah. You want to take a ride or whatever?
Yeah, oh my god, can we talk about him driving out of the TARDIS in a motorcycle?
So, like, did you have that the whole time? In the closet?
TARDIS is big.
TARDIS is big.
See, I will say in these earlier seasons, they don't really explore the TARDIS too much and talk about the TARDIS itself.
Yeah.
But once we get into further seasons, it's really fun because you really get to learn more about the TARDIS and like how actually fucking cool it is.
Yeah.
It is so cool.
Because like all we see now is just like the little room that they, and it's sometimes a little walkway, but like, yeah.
It's so cool. And I can't wait. I can't wait.
Too.
So... We see them being all cutesy together.
Yeah. yeah.
This to me is like, this is the height. And then just everything goes wrong after this.
Yeah.
Maybe not. It just feels that way. You know, like I'm watching it for the first time.
Okay.
So, they are like, oh, it's a coronation. Oh, London. Oh, okay. Let's look around. What's going on?
Right.
And then...
Because like somebody's like delivering a TV or something.
So they're in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they see someone being dragged out with a hood over.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they are dragged into a car. And they're like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then they are like, oh, well, we gotta follow or whatever.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
And so they're like, okay, well, we have to investigate.
Yeah.
And was like, well, let's just like go and talk to people. Let's knock on their door. And the Doctor goes, the domestic approach.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just love that. He loves her so much. He's like,
domestic
approach?
Like, yes.
Let's do it. And I love they knock on the door. It opens. Hi. Like they're so animated. They're like, hi. And we did see before the family that this is kind of centered around, the Connollys. And you see like the
fuck the dad.
Yeah, the dad was
to a T, just a white man.
Yes. Very like abusive emotionally and stuff and making fun of the son, of being like, oh, you're not big and
you're
you're
manly. Whatever.
And like the mom and the grandmother who later is like put away, and we don't really know what's quite has happened to her.
Some weird things are happening.
Things. And I have beef with this episode a little bit. Because too much.
Oh, yes. They was trying to do something creative artistically.
Who directed this? Eurotslin. What were you doing with all these Dutch angles?
Lots of turns and angles and...
It was just too much.
Like, every time they cut to a different thing, it's like...
It was always a Dutch.
Yeah. Crooked.
We know something's going on.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell us with the framing, every single frame.
There was a lot of that.
Yeah. Brady, who is a filmmaker, he was like...
I'm not watching this episode.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It was like too much.
Too much. So, they're talking with the Connollys, and they can tell right off the bat that Mr. Connolly is an asshole.
Yeah.
Because he's like trying to tell his wife, oh, I, told you to put up those flags. And they're like, whoa, Mr. Connolly, you have two perfectly good hands. He's like, yeah, but she's the woman of the house. Mr. Connolly, what gender is the queen? She's female. And do you think that the queen does the housework? Well, I guess not. Okay, well.
Go ahead.
And he's like, oh, yeah, okay, let me put them up. And she's like, Rose and the doctor like, okay, like, Mrs. Connolly, like, what's going on? Talk to Tommy. Like,
yeah.
And they're like, oh, you said you were a doctor. Like, can you help her? Talking about, the grandma.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Connolly, he's like,
He's like, wait a minute, why am I doing this?
Why am I doing
Whoa,
this?
whoa.
What do you guys, who do you say you were? What do you want? This is my house. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And, they're like, okay, whoa, chill, fine, we'll leave. And of course, Rose has to say her little last thing of, those are,
the Navy
Jacks.
Union Jacks,
yeah. Flown at sea or whatever, and then like, oh, like, they're upside down, or I don't know, she's something, then she's like, bye.
Yeah.
Like, runs away. But not before seeing the back of the TV.
That was it?
Yeah, because I believe they've gone up. Right? Did they go up and they saw that the grandmother had no face? Because Tommy was like, come on, let's go. Or was that later?
I feel like it was later.
Maybe that was later. Sorry. It's been like 3 weeks.
No, it hasn't. Cut that out.
It's been like 3 weeks since we watched this.
Oh my god. But anywho, they hear the knocking. And they're like, what the hell is that? And he's like, y'all gotta go. And they're like, no, we're going to check. And then I think they see the no-face Grammy.
Right. Well, Rose is downstairs looking at the TV. Right? Because I know she was like alone.
Yeah, she was alone.
And then I think
that must have been it, because then he ran out.
Because the police came up and grabbed the grandmother.
Yeah.
And the doctor followed on the motorcycle because Rose was still behind.
Yeah.
And he left her.
Yeah.
To go chase after them again. Seeing that it was like, oh, a dead end with the carts in front. He's like, oh, this is good. This is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what happened. And Tommy, the kid, he's like, Dad, you're the one who's calling the police on all of these people, on our neighbors, on my grandma.
Why? What was it for?
Well, because he is he's a British white man who wants no weird things. He's like a Dursley. Why? I keep making Harry Potter references. Don't ask me
that
why.
really fit, though.
But yeah.
Okay.
So.
Oh, yeah, because the doctor follows him. Rose checks it. Interesting.
Yeah, she sees like some sort of like electrical.
But I think they also see like all the TVs being delivered everywhere, and she's like, didn't the TV just came out? It's kind of expensive. And, my mom used to say, we all had to share one on the street, or, like, having a TV was like a luxury back then, but now everyone in the street has it. So she's like,
Yeah, so she I love this because she's not even concerned that the doctor has left her. She's like, okay, well, let me just keep doing my thing.
But I think it's like the confidence in herself has grown too.
Absolutely, because I'd be
like, whoa, doctor, why you leave me? Hold on.
But she goes to the Magpie electrical store, and she's like, I want to buy a TV. And he's like, no, hey, we're actually closed, can't. She's like, and then that's when she's like chit-chatting. She's like, something's a little off here. And then you hear, hungry.
Which again, this, not monster, creature.
Alien.
I don't understand. It's, I'm taking their face essence vibe thing, And I'm like a, what's it called? Like a computer bug, kind of vibe. Because, like, I'm just using the face to talk, whatever. So I'm in a TV. But I'm taking their face essence so I can build myself. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so we don't know much about this alien species, and we don't really get to learn much about it, so we don't really know the science behind it. But essentially, yes, that is, yes.
Don't like it.
You love everything to be explained.
At least make it make sense. I'm in a TV. I was like a little red electricity thingy. I'm in a TV now. I'm sucking out your face and like taking your okay? And I'm gonna take that because I'm an electricity red thing and I'm gonna build a
Yeah, so I think it's just because like we don't know their anatomy. Like, are they a physical thing, or is it just like you are electrical atoms in the air? Like, we don't know their anatomy to know what their body was going to look like. Was it going to be a physical body? Are they just trying to make a unique face for themselves? Like,
okay.
We don't really know.
Okay. All right.
And we'll never find out.
No, I'm going to say that's truth because it's annoying me. I feel better now. All right, continue.
So...
Oh, she's questioning him.
Mm-hmm.
Hungry.
And she starts talking to Rose, like, oh, little girl. Rose like, whoa, you talking to me? And while that's happening, we're with the doctor, he is able to get into that secured area that all the cars were disappearing into with the people. Mm-hmm. And
kind of creepy.
It is. And he discovers, people in the cage being so creepy. Like, their hands keep, like, opening and closing. Yeah. And it makes a weird noise.
I know.
Like a little...
But it's also, like, when you're... Like, it reminds me of, like, the electrical pulses in the brain. Like, like, when you're... Is it... so I don't know, what is it, an octopus or something? Like, even though when it's dead, it'll still, like, move. Or whatever the thing is. I'm like, it reminds me of that.
It does. Yeah.
It was disgusting.
That's sad.
Nasty. And they're all around him, touching him.
Well, not yet.
Basically, it's nasty.
And then he goes in. And they all turn towards him, and he sees that they have no face.
That's, like, nightmarish.
It is.
I would have screamed.
It's not the first time that he'll be in a cage surrounded by...
Faceless people?
Not faceless people, but by...
Oh, that's fine, then.
Other things. The doctor gets himself in cages a lot.
Sticky situations.
A couple cages. More than even twice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How does it get on? So, he's not trapped in it. He opens it and goes in. And the two police guys, detective guys, they're like, what are you doing here, brother? And they're like, we're gonna arrest you and talk to you about what's going on. I don't know.
You're the actress, right?
No. Who?
A what?
I literally don't even know that term.
But here's my question.
Where is it?
He's in a cage with a bunch of faceless people.
Yeah.
And the two detectives are just like, you, come here. Are you not worried about all the faceless people right there?
Well, they're not attacking him.
Like, my focus wouldn't be on you. It would be on the faceless people in the cage.
Wait, are you the doctor or the detectives?
The detectives.
Well, they put them there. They put the faceless people in the cage.
What's going on? Why?
So they're the ones that have been taking the people with the hoods and bringing them to the location. And they put them in that cage. Because they don't know what's going on. And that's what they're trying to figure out. But they're like, these people can't be in society because they're different now and we don't know what's going on. Is it a virus? Is it, sickness? Is it something else? We got to figure out what it is and we got to keep them away from everybody else. That's their mindset,
Okay. I was like, whoa, you're the bad guys? But I'm like, okay.
They're not bad guys.
They're just like, let's just...
Like, what do you do in that situation?
I guess they're trying to avoid, like, a mass hysteria.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so they take the doctor and they're interrogating him. And who ends up getting shuffled in with a hood over there.
We found another one.
Yep. And it's Rose.
Faceless Rose.
And the doctor says, not my Rose.
Not my gal.
And he's like, here's what we're going to do. And he starts taking charge.
Yeah.
And so...
Okay, do you think that moment he's like, dang, I lost Rose? Or does he think like, I'm going to get her back?
Yeah, he's definitely like, I'm going to get her back. He can't think of the worst at this point. I think he's like, no, there's a way to save her. I'm going to find it.
What if there wasn't?
If there wasn't...
Do you think he would like kill her, like, you know, so she wouldn't have to just be that? I mean, you know the doctor.
I don't think he would kill her.
Would he just leave her there? Would he bring her back home? Like, what do you think he would do?
I think he would probably leave her there. I don't think he'd want Jackie to see. And I don't think he would like the idea of having to tell Jackie.
Yeah. He would just leave her there?
I think he might.
Tell me what y'all think.
Yeah, no, tell me what you think. This rendition of the doctor. Because I think different doctors would do different things.
Okay, yeah. What would the ninth doctor do? Ninth?
The ninth doctor...
Ooh.
He might bring her back to Jackie.
Yeah, she needs to be home. Or I don't know.
Yeah. The 10th doctor, he would definitely think about it. Maybe he would go tell Jackie what happened.
But he wouldn't bring her back. I guess
Matt Smith, he would leave her there and not tell Jackie. 100%. Capaldi, depends on when with Capaldi.
But like none of the doctors you think would like kill her? Like let her rest?
No. I don't think so. I feel like that would be too hard. But maybe, I don't know. We're getting into
I know, but like
a really difficult territory with that.
Alright. Anywho. So we see Rose faceless.
Yes.
He's like, spring into action. Isn't it at that moment too? They all start getting their faces sucked off?
Who?
The doctor and the two detectives.
So they're not there yet.
Yeah.
But that is coming up because they go to, you know, they're going to Magpie and they see Tommy and Tommy's like, oh, I know, you know, let's go here.
Wait, they go back to talk to Tommy?
It just says the doctor, Tommy, and the bishop confront Magpie at his store. Yeah, so I think that they run into Tommy and they all go to Magpie and to confront him and be like, you were the ones with the TV, like, you know, because Tommy...
the last person with you.
Yeah, they find out that Rose, the last place she was the store. And so The Wire, she reveals herself and she's like, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Girl, get a new line.
Oh, because then he's in there and he sees Rose. Like everyone else is saying like, help. All quietly like, help me. But Rose, what is she saying? Doctor?
Yeah. Yeah, so all their faces on the TVs. Ugh. Because she knows. Mm-hmm. She knows her doctor's going to come save her.
Oh.
That's so sweet and sad. What if he didn't? That wouldn't be her doctor. And so The Wire starts, sucking their faces. Mm-hmm. And the doctor just with his hand in Sonic's. Yeah. And so the bishop, the detective, unfortunately... He got got. But Tommy and the doctor, no, they're chill. They're good.
They're cool. They're cool. They got their faces still.
Yeah. And they're like, we gotta do something about this. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, Magpie, he's taken The Wire on this portable TV that she told him to make. Uh-huh. And he's running because they're going to take him to the Alexandria Palace television station, which is going to air the coronation, where every single person is going to be in front of a TV to watch. Mm-hmm. And she's going to suck all of them. Yep. Mm-hmm. Suck them good. So the doctor and Tommy are like, oh, we got to stop him. So the doctor, being smart, he's like, oh, we got to make a device to capture The Wire into...
It's kind of like, what is it, like a VHS?
Yeah.
I love that.
And so Tommy's just helping, being a good little boy and helping. And so...
Okay, real quick. This whole time where they're like, we got to take her down. We got to get her. We're taunting each other. The doctor and the lady, whatever.
When they're... So, the doctor's found Magpie. He's up.
Yeah. But even still, from here's the plan... to when they try to execute the plan. I was just like, why is the doctor moving so slow? To me, why are you moving so slow? And you're taking time to chit-chat. You're taking time to do this. Come on.
Well,
No.
yeah.
Because then when he's like broadcasting and, you know, she's getting everybody.
Yeah, because people do.
He's still chit-chatting, still moving slowly.
He's just, climbing a thing in that weather. It was windy.
He's like, I'm gonna get you. La, 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 la. Don't you? Oh my God. Go. Get up.
Yeah. Look, that's just how the doctor works. He's got to find his energy somehow, and his energy is from chit-chatting.
I don't think he understands the time crunch.
He's the Time Lord.
And he doesn't understand time.
No, he doesn't. But yeah, so Tommy back at the shop has to like fix some wires or something. And then
he does something.
It was too much for me.
It was important.
And so the doctor's able to capture the wire and save the day. I don't love this episode.
I don't like it either.
It just like feels very like plain and just like filler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, they say the day, they get it on a little VHS, they're like, we got her.
Yeah.
We got her good. What does he do with it? Like, I'm gonna tape over her.
Yeah.
But I think it was cute was when they were all...
Yeah, outside the houses on the street, they all were having like a potluck or something, and all the victims were restored, and Rose walks out to see the doctor, and they reunite and have their little moments.
Yeah.
And then I'm
not a fan of this.
I don't know why.
I'm not a fan of this.
Like, for what? So, Miss Connolly, being a badass woman, she's like, this was my mother's house. It's
your
her
bags.
name. Bye.
Yeah.
And so Mr. Conley's like, I'm so sad. I'm walking away with my suitcase.
Yeah.
And the doctor and Rose are like, Tommy, that's your dad. Granted, Rose did just lose her dad again.
No.
So I guess she had that on the forefront of her mind.
Fine.
That's the only thing I'm giving her, though.
Yeah. But he's still your dad. Hello? He was like verbally, emotionally, probably physically abusive to me and my mom. Yeah. And my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
What do you...
And you want me to what?
Do what?
Have a relationship with him? Like, what? Who are you?
He goes over there, grabs his bag, like, I'll carry it for you. What?
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I'm giving this episode like a 4 out of 10.
I was thinking 4 too.
It's just not my favorite. The only thing I like is their outfits and them at the beginning being all like buddy funny.
And like the doctor, which you would say doctor in the TV, all quietly.
Yeah. That was really all I liked. Yeah. I didn't like
the premise of it, didn't like the idea, didn't like the alien. Well, I'm glad. I hope you guys liked it better than we did.
Yeah, no, tell us your ratings in the comments, because I'm always curious.
Yeah. Explain to me what the wire is, what it does, what it wanted. I want to hear theories, because
it wanted a body.
No, because it don't make sense.
It was kicked out.
No, I've seen that.
Of its home.
And it had traveled as like a little electrical current thingy.
Uh-huh. That's just that alien's anatomy.
It's just... doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they don't.
And then just for faces? What does that mean?
I don't know. It's too much brain power.
But the first 2 that we talked about today, what's the first one called?
The Rise of the Cybermen.
Rise of the Cybermen and the Age of Steel.
Yep.
Those were really good.
Those were good. That's why I grouped these together.
Yeah.
I have a system for my brain.
She's got a system.
I know what's going on. Yeah. I was like, we gotta have the highs and the lows.
With the lows.
Yeah.
But overall, I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna miss Mickey heavily.
Oh. Do you think we're ever gonna see Mickey again?
I don't think so.
Not ever.
Mm-mm.
That is really sad.
I would love to have just like a reference, like a little wisp of it, but like they're not even in the same universe. Like, there's no contact type feel. So, unless no, that hurts.
It really does.
All right.
So, next week,
we're
watching season 2, episodes 8 and 9.
Ooh, 2-parters or no?
I don't think so. It should just be regular Regular episodes, let me see.
What?
No, it is a two-parter. And it's one of my favorite two-parters. Oh my God. Guys, next week is going to be so much better than this week. I'm going to just tell it right here. It is one of my favorite episodes. Two-parters though.
Mickey two-parter, this two-parter.
This is two-parter.
Better than Mickey's?
Yes. In my opinion. Yeah, because...
Like 9 rating?
Yeah, probably going to be 9s. At least the second part is a 9. Because if you guys have seen it, so it's... So the first one is The Impossible Planet.
Okay.
And episode 9 is The Satan Pit. Now, in episode 9, the monologue... Stop. Because you know...
Right.
It is so
Just
good. It's so good. And then you get the iconic suit. He wears an orange space suit.
Orange spacesuit?
Yeah. That's iconic. Like, you'll see it actually pop up a couple times by other doctors and stuff. It's just like a fun little,
cute.
Just a little thing.
Oh wait, 8 and 9.
8 and 9.
How many episodes do we have this season total?
There are, I think, 13. Yeah, there are 13. And then you have the special, the Christmas special. Okay. The last, oh my God. There is my least favorite episode in this
season or this whole,
my least favorite episode, I think, of all time.
Of all time?
Is in this season. It's a lot of people's most hated. It's called Fear Her. It's worse than The Wire. It's so bad.
Is it bad because of, like, how The Wire was bad? Like, the Dutch angle and the plot and it doesn't make sense? It's like that?
It's just not a good episode, in my opinion. It's just bad writing. It's boring. I was frustrated the whole time. I was just mad at it. I hate that episode. The acting, I'm sorry. Like, I know she's a little girl, but... And the fact that we share a last name.
There's a whimper.
Yeah, except I think it's spelled with 2 B's. But I hated it. Because she says her name so much. She says, Chloe Webber. And I'm like, girl, shut up. You sound really creepy, which, sure, but stop.
Okay.
I hate that episode. If you've seen it, please tell me if you agree. I hate that episode.
Well, tune in next week for 8 and 9.
You can double check on our Instagram. We have a calendar that literally says every single episode that we're watching and when this podcast episode that we are talking about of the thingy is going to air.
So don't forget to like, subscribe, put the notifications on.
Comment things.
Share
things with us.
And follow us everywhere at the.tbr.podcast.
The end.